I tied myself to my grades. I based my worth off of my GPA. And it all started back in elementary school. Now, in elementary school, I was very shy, very introverted. And there could be like two reasons for this. One, it was probably because like I was just born that way. Like I was born to be introverted. But two, I couldn't really speak English at the beginning of elementary school, and maybe that caused something. Like I was scared to speak English because what if I like mispronounce a word or something? Would they laugh at me or something? I don't know. Maybe it was that. I don't know. But because I was quiet, maybe like second grade, first grade, people bullied me because kids are like immature and stuff, and they always like to pick on the quiet kids. But hopefully now, they're matured enough. They're not like that stupid anymore. I don't really know. But hopefully they are. And because they bullied me, I had low self-esteem. And the worst thing is like the bullies. I considered them like pretty cool. I don't know. And so I was like, dang, I have a low self-esteem. So I needed something to replace my worth because obviously you get picked on and you feel like you're not that I don't know, like you're not that valuable. I don't know if that's the right word for that. But so you just find value in something else. And no, one thing that my parents heavily emphasized was like, okay, yeah, you gotta get good grades. Education is the key to success. And so I placed my worth on education because in school, the times I felt happy was when I did a good job on this test or like this vocabulary or like this spelling test, and then the teacher wrote like a smiley face and like good job, and I was like, oh shoot, wait, hold on. I was happy, and that feeling never left me, not throughout middle school, not throughout high school, because I wanted to hear like, oh, you did amazing, you did great, from my parents, my teachers, and it was pretty cool hearing like other kids call me, wow, you're so smart, man. And I'm like, hey, wait, this is kind of nice. And it never left me. But now that I'm in college, I realized something. And it's not like any big event that caused me to realize this. I guess it just happened gradually, but we don't need validation from anything basically because we are special. We are worth because we exist, because we are born into this world. That's what makes us special. And this ties back into academic validation, where I was trying to seek my worth from, something like academics. And so my advice to you guys is that you don't need to, I guess, feel like you're worth it because of some achievement or some number or some thing. You are worth it because you exist, because you are born in this world, because you are here right now. But I think to make like a qualification, yes, you are validated, but I feel like you need to tie yourself to something because it makes you hungrier, it makes you like better. Because, obviously in my case, I'm tying myself to my grades and my grades got better. So, in the end, I think that you are validated no matter, what you do, how many accomplishments you have. You are worth it because you exist. But it's also maybe a good idea to have a bit of yourself tied to your goal or your achievement. So, yeah, I don't really know cuz I'm just a college person, but I realized that we are special because we're here, you know? And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Take care, guys.